Well, hey my friends, it's Catherine. In the last couple days, I've shown you all of the products except for one in the upcoming stamp of approval collection. It's called Lovely Notes, and I have one more stamp set to share with you. Stay tuned, because tomorrow we start our series of 3 days of blog hops. Every single day, we're going to be giving away a box to one lucky commenter, so make sure you hop along all the hops. Comment along the way and you might win. And then July 13th, the collection will go for sale for the wait list. So if you're not on there already, be sure to subscribe. The link will be below if you're watching on YouTube and also on my blog. So with that, let's get stamping. So far we have seen the concentric circles, the lovely flowers and banners, we have seen the lovely floral stamp set, and the very last product I have to introduce to you from this Lovely Notes collection is the wonderful Wreath stamp set. A few months ago I asked Stamp Nation members what they were looking for in a holiday collection, and one thing a lot of people were saying was that they wanted an all-occasion year-round wreath, and I was so excited because I already had this stamp set in my hot little hands, and it is perfect. We're going to use it with some flowers today. We've got pine cones there, and we have all these little fun stamps to layer and embellish with this wreath. And then in the holiday collection, we have more stamps coming that are going to be perfect for this wreath. Cannot wait, but in the meantime, we're going with flowers. I'm going to ink my wreath with lime green and just add a little bit of shading with Gumdrop green from My Favorite Things. And I'm using my Misty, so if I want to add a little bit more color, deepen that, make it a little bit darker, make sure it's all completely inked, I can do that. Oh, I am in love with this wreath. The Concentric Circles die has this fabulous die around the outside that is separate, so it makes for great layers. So we're just going to cut the wreath out of that die. So here's my wreath on that layer, and I want to layer behind it. So I just cut out a piece of red, and I'm grabbing my corner chomper, and I'm just going to round off the corners. This is just a smidge over 3.5 by 4.5. And this is about 3.25 by 4.25. So the corners aren't exactly the same kind of roundedness, but it's close enough. Now I'm going to take the Wonderful from the Wonderful Wreath. That's where it got its name. And I'm going to stamp it in Versamark on, this is chocolate chip cardstock by Stampin' Up. I'm just going to put it in here. This is just a card base that I have laying on my desk. I'm going to add my white embossing powder, tap it off, and then I'm going to heat this. Now I've let my heat tool heat up for a minute. The less I heat my paper, the less warping there will be. If you want to learn more about heat embossing, we have a whole summer-long event going on over there about heat embossing. So we're covering everything from the basics to all kinds of techniques to inspire you to heat it up this summer. Also, Stamp Nation members get their sales link 1 hour early. It's just a little perk of membership. Now I'm just going to fussy cut this Wonderful, and then we'll be able to add it to the project. Now this Wonderful was made to coordinate very well with other sentiments and the other stamp sets from this collection. If you grab fill in the blank birthday, you can use Wonderful teacher, brother, daughter, mother, and the list goes on. So from the lovely flowers, I'm going to take your Amazingly Amazing, and I'm just going to ink up the Amazing. And Wonderful is going to go right about there. Amazing is going to go above it. And then I could fill in with any of the sentiments or nouns from the fill in the blank, but I'm going to use friend from this one right here. And that will be right underneath. So I want a yellowish, kind of mazy brown sort of color. So I'm going to kind of mix two colors together. So I'm using Cantaloupe, and then I'm rocking and rolling the peanut brittle from Memento, and then we'll stamp 3 cutie little flowers. Next up, I'm using Lush Lagoon by My Favorite Things, and I'm just going to do 2 little blue flowers, and then I'm going to grab this tiny little one, and I'm going to do a few red, and that will pull in the red from the background. We'll add a little liquid glue to the back of the flowers and adhere this to the red. I'm going to add some polka dots to the background. This fun little wonky polka dot is from that lovely flower stamp set, and I used it in a fun, kind of unique way on my last card. Now, if you missed the first two videos where I shared other products from this collection, be sure to click the link below if you're on YouTube, and if you're on my blog, I'll include them here too. We'll just add a little bit of linen thread, and we're going to tie this off. And I don't know if you guys can hear that, but in all of my years of making videos, I don't think I have ever made a video when it has been pouring down rain, thunderstorm outside. It is really, oh my gosh, I've got Kenley sitting down at my feet, all kinds of nervous from the thunder, and we've got quite a storm going on here. Wow, but I'm playing with flowers and I'm thinking of summer. And there we go. That's all there is to today's card. Now be sure to stay tuned because tomorrow our blog hops start, and we're going to be giving away a bunch of free boxes. So thanks for being here. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.